CS uploaded a new vid? Who's JCS? What? What are you even talking about? Oh, shit! Oh, it was another crime. No, this is
You know trains come by, right?
this is EW body cam. This is police body cam, and they analyze it. But yeah, there's a bunch of channels like that one. But that one was of was a Michael Jordan's kid, Marcus Jordan. Holy shit! Yeah, that dude almost. Yeah, a lot of people almost just lost their life right there. Oh shit, it's still on fire. Oh, it was an oxygen tank. Oh god. Yeah, never put an oxygen tank in there. Jesus. Oh, Jesus, that's insane. Holy fuck, almost lost his life. A lot of people almost just, there's like, what, 2 or 3 people there? Fucking hell. Hmm. Discover causing explosions at garbage truck in Ohio. The video shows city of explode caused by accident tent was illegally placed in garbage can. The danger hazardous explosive can be found everyday items, so be aware of proper hand. Thankful. Yeah, so with these types of tanks, I think even propane tank, right? You have to basically put you have to give them to like the recycling company or some shit. I forgot. But yeah, you have to properly dispose of them. You can't just throw them in a fucking garbage bin like this that's gonna fucking crush the tank. right? Because you crushing the tank, right? That thing is pressurized, and you like crushing the whole tank and right pressurizing it even more. Well, you're gonna cause probably an explosion, right? Because right, smashing anything, right? Rubbing your hands together, that makes heat. So you crushing a hazardous, hazardous thing could potentially explode. Right, especially a fucking oxygen tank, like Jesus. Right, it says on the tank too how to, right, that hey, don't fucking throw this in the garbage can. Properly dispose of this. Yeah, it was. What do we got here? Sex skills OnlyFans model and sends another to prison. Oh, yikes.
OnlyFans. You know, when I'm covering these OnlyFans stories, it like gets insane old stuff. We got 2 stories for you today. The first one is about an OnlyFans model who dies filming a threesome on a balcony.
What?
That is not on my bingo card. And then the
Holy shit. Let me guess. She fell over. Splat.
second story is another OnlyFans model. She actually has a side job as a prison guard and goes and
Oh, this is the prison guard lady. She basically was getting plowed by hidden baits. She's fucking ratchet, dude.
films content with one of the prisoners, but guess what? That's actually assault because prisoners can't consent to intercourse because they're prisoners. So she's got like an 8-year sentence. So we'll look at both of those stories.
Oh my god. Yeah, because as a prisoner,
all right, so let's start with the
your rights have been reduced. Right, so at that point, you're forced. Right, you're doing some shady shit. Right.
Star 27 that plunged to her death from a hotel balcony while filming a threesome.
Jesus,
this report.
fuck.
Okay, an OnlyFans porn star fell to her death while filming a threesome sex scene on a hotel balcony in Brazil, according to a report. Now, my question here is, what's the mechanics of that? Like, you have to go up and over the railing for the balcony.
Yeah, why did they do that? I don't even know how. That doesn't even make any fucking sense. Why to do that? Well, she just fucking slipped it. Literally.
How a threesome got to the, where was she at? Was she like leaning over the balcony?
Yeah,
like,
what was she doing?
Maybe they're gonna explain to us the mechanics of it in the report, but it's kind of like it may seem like maybe foul play to me. It doesn't seem like
this
just
looks like foul play. Yeah, it's just like Jesus Christ.
Maybe I just can't understand it. So it says here that she was found on the ground floor of the hotel on January 23rd after an intense lovemaking scene sent Brazilian bombshell head over heels off the balcony, according to the U.S. Sun. So let's look at what the Sun says. So, adult star mystery, OnlyFans horror. So, they even have a picture of this. So look, they got it all here. They got stuff from her OnlyFans. They have the blurred body on the street.
You fell 4 stories?
Yeah, I don't know. How does this happen? I don't know. This seems like there may be something more. So back to the New York Post. She's a good-looking woman. I'm not going to say she's not. Images from the scene show an investigator standing over a white sheet covering the body. Oof. Vivacious pinup girl. Yeah, we saw that. We saw that. Now, they say it here again. At the time of the tragic incident, the 27-year-old was believed to be in the middle of recording sexcapades involving 2 men who gave conflicting testimonies to investigators. Something just doesn't seem right here. Both of them give conflicting testimonies. It should be the same, right? Like,
yeah, they should be the same. That doesn't look
inconsistencies make you start scratching your head. The 2 OnlyFans co-stars were released by local police after questioning. Though foul play has not yet been ruled out, of course not, by investigators, the homicide unit said in their report. So yeah. So her boyfriend, his name is Pedro Henry.
There's a boy. What? Were you one of the fucking people who were also plowing her?
Enrique, who was not involved in his girlfriend's final fight.
Oh my god. They were in an open relationship. Dude allowed her to get pegged by these dudes. What the fuck is happening? Why are people like this? Expressed his grief on social media.
Underling expressed his grief on social media
Jesus
and his hope that investigators will get to the bottom of the
Why would you do
starlet's
this to
death.
yourself?
That must be tough to be a boyfriend of a porn star like this, right? It's like, she's like, honey, I'm gonna go to my movie or my show. I'm gonna get banged out by two guys
And
on a
then-
balcony. Now all of a sudden she's the one dead. So here's a quote from the boyfriend. As the hours pass, it's starting to sink in, and the hole in my
Well, I
heart
mean, if you can
is
make
getting
that
bigger.
open
Enrique
relationship
said on
work.
social media, according to
Yikes.
the
Oh.
U.S. Sun.
That's a fucking yikes.
Here's some other pictures of her. If someone is to blame, they will pay, and the culprit will be found, the grieving boyfriend said. An autopsy has been ordered to determine the exact cause of death. We're falling, couple of stories off a balcony. I think we know the cause of death. It's a complex case and we don't rule out any possibility from an accident to a possible crime, the spokesman for the police said. Okay, what do you guys think? I'm gonna say you can't rule out foul play here, right?
Yeah, I mean, given what the
Right,
fuck
I
they
don't
were
know if
doing,
I'd
it's
be
like,
letting
dude, what the
two
hell?
Other people just go so willy-nilly, but yeah, well, we'll see what happens. But it's
Like,
it's a hell of a story
why
to
did
tell
they
the
think
cops,
that
right?
was
Yeah,
a
we were
good
having sex on the
idea to
balcony
do
and
it
she
on a
accidentally fell off. Like,
balcony
I gotta
where you
really see
could
this
potentially
balcony. This
fall
balcony
off?
must is there railings on the balcony? Matter of fact, we have pictures of the balcony.
Yeah, there was
Let me look at the
railings
balcony.
there.
They had a picture of the hotel.
I'm
picture
guessing
somewhere.
they were
Now, here's a
on.
picture of the hotel.
I'm guessing they were on the
Those
They were
balconies
trying
seem
to
have-
do
yeah,
some
they
kind of
had those-
scene on the
those
railing.
things right in front of it.
for
So,
some
yeah,
reason.
I don't know how she went over that. Yeah, so somebody is looking at maybe doing some life sentence. It is
Yeah,
in Brazil,
that's
so we'll
like-
see. So I don't know. So let me know if you think this is
What?
foul play. None of this makes sense. I need to know exactly what happened. If I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
maybe
let
she
these
was
two
like
guys off,
over
because
the
none of
railing
that
and
makes sense.
she
None
got
of that makes
banged too
sense.
hard and she
You
fucking
gotta
fell
go up and
over.
over that rail. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well,
Yeah, I
let's
don't
get
know
to
what
our
the
next story. All right, so this is Linda
Ugh.
Abreu. She's a 30-year-old woman from Fulham, England. Now,
England,
she's a mother. She's married to this guy.
Uh-oh.
And her
Bonnie
and her
Blue.
husband have
Watch out.
appeared
In the
on
same
a show
neighborhood.
for swingers. So
Ugh.
they like to have fun outside of marriage. She also
Oh, they're
has an
swingers.
OnlyFans account. And she's also very active on Instagram with her husband. Here they go right here. On June 27, 2024, Abreu entered the cell of a prisoner named Linton Weirich and had sexual intercourse with him. The encounter lasted nearly 5 minutes, and she was filmed by another inmate who was present in the cell and reportedly smoking cannabis. So this prison,
Wait.
you got weed in there, you got cell
Yeah,
phones,
what?
and having sex with the
What
prison
the
guards.
fuck?
This prison seems to be like a pretty good place for the prisoners. Now, obviously, you're
Yeah,
letting
that seems like a
prisoners record you
goddamn
having
good
sex with another
voice.
prisoner. They put the video out on social media.
Oh
and
my
it
God.
went viral. Obviously, prison authorities are going to be like, wow,
Jesus.
one of our inmates is having
Is
sex
having-
with one
yeah.
of our prison guards. So it's obviously she was going to be in a lot of trouble. So now
Yeah,
the
what
evidence
the
is there,
fuck?
right? She's literally on camera having sex with a prisoner. That's obviously illegal, so she was looking at arrest. So after the video spread online, Abreu attempted to flee the country. She was apprehended by the Metropolitan Police Force at Heathrow Airport while trying to board a flight to Madrid. Prior to her arrest, she had notified the prison of her travel plans, which likely contributed to the swift capture. Now, that doesn't make sense. If she's running from the police, why would she then go tell the police that she's leaving the country? I don't know. I think maybe that might just be fluff. You know, hey, she's trying to leave the country. Now,
Yeah.
her lawyer says that she is...
Yeah,
having
I've noticed that too. Right? A lot of news articles, even with Diddy, right, and some of these other when they did it. Yeah, I don't know why they do that. It's really fucking weird. Right? It's like they're trying to tell the cops, "Hey, you should go get them now." It's like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. They didn't get a police report, so why the fuck? Yeah, it's so weird.
impulsive
I never
and
understood
a reckless
that.
person who tends to act without considering the consequences. Yeah, I would say this is a great example of that. It's also revealed that Abreu had a history of poor mental health and trauma. Whenever someone's caught doing crazy stuff, it's always like, I got a mental health issue, blah, blah, blah. You were caught.
yeah.
You're doing ridiculous stuff. You were caught. Now, during her court
yeah.
appearance, Abreu admitted to 2 other incidents. So this wasn't her first time. This is the first time she got caught. But she admitted to previously having a sexual encounter with this same inmate
What?
in his cell. And she
No
had
way!
another
She
incident,
got caught
June
again?
25th, 2024, that was partially caught on body camera. So we have a multiple times she's been having sex with the
repeat
inmates.
offender. Yikes.
She must like this other guy because she's doing it multiple times in his cell and on camera afterwards. So obviously she was charged and she was pleaded guilty to misconduct. So she took a plea deal and she was sentenced to 15 months. And the judge emphasized that her actions had undermined discipline within the prison and put fellow officers at increased risk.
On 25th of June 2024, you engaged in sexual activity with a prisoner. That compromised your role as a prison officer and was misconduct which undermined discipline within the prison and put fellow officers at increased risk. You knew that conduct was forbidden, and forbidden for good reason. You also consented to a second prisoner video recording these events. Within a few days, that video went viral on the internet.
Now, during the trial, her husband stood by her. Here he is walking her into sentencing. That must be a long walk. Like, I don't know if I'd be like, babe, I think it's over. I don't know if I can trust you. Yeah? Sex with the inmates at work, and now you're going to jail for 15 months. I don't know. Now, obviously, people were going to recreate this, make some money off of OnlyFans, right? She's not the only game in town. So she went on Instagram and put up this video letting people know, like, hey, those are copycats, those aren't me, I'm not monetizing it, to tell people don't fall for these fake accounts.
Yep, watch out.
On the topic of impersonation, I thought it very important for me to address this very distasteful subject of OnlyFans creators impersonating and pretending to be me and recreating the scenario of said scandal which I am involved in. Very, very distasteful for you to monetize or advertise yourselves as me for OF content. It does interfere with my trial, but furthermore, it is incredibly, incredibly distasteful. Please, if you are an OF creator, refrain from tagging said prison. We all know the name of the prison. Please refrain from tagging HMP Wandsworth on your stupid videos.
So the people who are imitating it were tagging the prison. That's classic.
I mean, you're the one who did it.
There are other jails in the world. You don't have to pretend to be me. It's very distasteful. Thank you. And lastly, I wanted to tell you all that you do not know my side of the story. The media has a great way of getting a narrative and twisting it for its own benefit. The media love any story to be salacious and sensational, and they sensationalize everything.
Well, yeah.
You don't know my side of the story, and we'll leave it as that for now.
Unless you lied when you were in court and you said that you did this. Not only did you do it that time, you did it 2 other times. You said that. You pleaded guilty. I don't know what narrative there needs. You said you had sex with a prisoner. You were working as a prison guard. We see the video. What narrative is the media portraying?
She did the thing, and then she says she didn't do the thing, but then she pled guilty. It's like, I don't know.
Obviously, everybody knows my
it's hard to believe you.
was leaked. There has been people going behind my back. The media have literally been following me everywhere. I can't even go into Greggs or Primark without getting papped. It is very annoying. A lot of the time, it's people who you thought had your back, and they just don't. And that's been really heartbreaking.
So it seems like some of her friends unfortunately abandoned her in her time of need. So you have this mother, prison guard, OnlyFans model who is going to jail for 15 months, married. She's married too. So I wonder what her husband thinks about this.
She's married.
Be weird. It's gotta be so weird. It's gotta be like,
that's
hey,
so fucking
going to jail
weird,
for banging somebody for 15 months.
It's
so what about
weird.
The guy in the video?
Why are people
he's
like
suffering
this?
too. He was attacked in prison, and his
Let me
prison
just
girlfriend, when she saw the
my
video,
fucking
she had to go to the
image
hospital.
real
So
quick.
It's her and him together.
Jeez. Let me speed run ruining my reputation in just a day.
Prison officer, and here's the guy.
Not even a day, like in an hour.
Fucking, like multiple times.
In like 30 minutes, I can ruin my reputation.
Now, I do want to ask a question. Do you think this guy really regrets this situation?
I
think
don't
he
know,
regrets it
man.
at all. I think he's saying that.
I
Because
mean,
he's
the
good to see on
fact that
camera,
you're
but I think
dating
he had a
an
great time. That's
OnlyFans
why he did it
model.
multiple times. I think he regrets that they got caught. But I
I
also
think,
want to make it very
you
clear,
already got
he's
some
the
issues
victim.
there.
He's the person who was victimized in the situation. So she's going to jail because she abused him. So let me know what you think about these two stories, and why do you think these
I don't know
OnlyFans
about
creators
these.
go
I
insane?
mean, you
like
enter a
this? The one who
relationship
got
with a
tossed off
OnlyFans
balcony and
model.
died, which is again insane, and this one who is filming,
And then you have an
content
open
for her
relationship
OnlyFans,
and
I'm
allow them to
supposing,
get
with
plowed by other
inmates.
people. I mean, that's on
a
you.
little insane stuff. But don't forget, like, subscribe, do all
I'm
the YouTube
one
stuff. Anyways,
for,
Lloyd, I'll see
you
you
know,
in the next one.
traditional relationships. Not down with the whole open relationship thing. That's I just find that really toxic in a co-estimate. The description of the guard's personality disorder pretty much sums up every inmate's challenges. At least 80% of them. Why would they consider that a mitigating factor? They probably had her sitting up on the balcony. Yeah, I was thinking that too. Because there's like, what? How would you just fall like 4 stories or however many stories they were? Right, unless you were like kind of over the like on the balcony or like halfway off the balcony, and then you just slipped. Whoop, go down to the floor. It's an epidemic of 304s. Oh shit. Yeah. Trying to make a video more by filming content on the ledge. Yeah, probably. Right, I was just like, why are you trying to film content on the ledge? You know how fucking stupid that is? Are probably gonna blow up with traffic. They're gonna earn more money now that they did that and they were alive or not in prison. Yeah, right. Surfer sentence. He wants to put it in a book, so she can make money off of it. Ooh, there you go. Nate the lawyer. Let's see more stuff. Savage memes are true.
If we make guns illegal, then nobody will get shot anymore. That's how we stopped everybody from doing drugs. We're gonna take a look at some savage memes that actually have a point. Welcome back to the JP Reacts channel, my beautiful freedom-loving friend. This is where we like to call out lies, hypocrisy, and corruption, and highlight the amazing work of other freedom fighters because truth conquers. But you can't conquer anything unless you're strong. Luckily, here to help us get stronger
not
is
the
grass-fed
vitamins.
beef liver by Ancestral Supplements.
Okay, well,
It's called
if you
Nature's
want vitamins,
Vitamin
there you go.
for a reason. I take it every day so I can feel good energy, have a fast metabolism, and be fueled by over 80 potent nutrients. I think it's time to get stronger on purpose because it never happens by accident. Get your grass-fed beef liver at ancestralsupplements.com/JPReacts, and for 15% off, use discount code JPReacts. I like a good meme. You know, a good meme. Good meme has 2 components. One is it's funny, makes you laugh a little bit. That's fun, but also it carries a point. I might be biased because I'm a comedian and I like to use laughter to help slice through the psychological scar tissue in our minds so that more truth can shine through. So I might be biased. I just love the combination of using humor to deliver a deeper truth or a deeper
It's
point.
true. It's
So
great.
with that said, I came across a meme thread that was pretty damn good, and this comes from the Twitter account Declaration of Memes. They better do it right. That's their username. And they do it right. So I thought we'd have a little fun today, go through these memes together.
Oh my goodness.
Number
a
1,
fun day.
if you don't want this
Don't threaten me
Handmaid's
with a good
Tale
time.
situation, don't ban this. Yes. Pro-gun. Next one.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah, I
pro-gun,
saw that
too. This
one.
is Porsche's customer support. I have a customer support question. Do you guys still make these? Army tank. Now that is a very pro-gun vehicle. And the one at the top of the show, it's good enough to see it twice. If we make guns
I think
illegal,
that-
then nobody
that
will
one's
get shot
ac-
anymore.
that-
That's
that-
how we stopped everybody.
This tank actually? This is in. They have this in Command and Conquer, right? Right, those games.
Pro-gun vehicle. And the one at the top of the
Red
show,
alert.
it's good enough to see it twice. If we make guns illegal, then nobody will get shot anymore. That's how we stopped everybody from doing drugs. It's just kind of like whenever we have a unfortunate mass
Drugs.
shooting in the news cycle, you know, it gets the far left who just thinks short term, not like, oh, if we ban guns, we're super screwed, or like they don't consider like mental illness as the problem, or people coming from broken families, screwed up childhoods, that could be the problem. But they're always calls, hey, mass shooting, we've got to ban the guns. You need to give up your
Yeah,
guns.
we gotta
so
ban
won't
the
have
gun.
mass
No,
shootings."
yeah, we gotta ban the guns. No, it's not the people who have like a bad experience with their right environment or right with with their relationships or just getting in trouble with the law, right? Or they're just fucking cracked out people who just love getting into criminal shit.
Anymore. And then you see the meme culture come in and say like, all right, well, why don't you start by cutting off your wiener to stop sexual assault? Next one, I bought a motorcycle. Don't you mean motorcycle? Did I stutter? That is a very sophisticated motorcycle. We'll get back to this in just a second,
Very.
but first, as you know, things are obviously getting crazy out there right now. And I think now is a good time for me to remind myself and remind you it is very important to take care of ourselves.
No.
And that starts with our health. Whether
No.
you're wanting to burn more calories to
No.
get in better shape,
I want to be
or you're
fat and
wanting
lazy.
to detoxify yourself because we're swimming in a sea of
Actually,
toxins,
I'm
or you're
not
wanting
even
to
fat. I'm, like,
de-stress
super
yourself
skinny.
because life has gotten stressful. Here's one
Well,
of my
I mean, I'm
favorites.
not
The
really that
Bond Charge
skinny.
Infrared
Kinda
Sauna
chubby.
Blanket. Nothing else does so much to
not really
improve our
chubby,
health
I'm just
all
skinny.
at the same time. Boost your metabolism, boost your energy, detoxify yourself, melt away stress, and sleep better. I used to be the type of person that would sit around hoping I would feel good, but now I like to take those matters into my own hands, and the Bond Charge Infrared Sauna Blanket helps me do it. I do 30-minute sessions
Sauna
3 times a
blanket.
week, and I always get out of the sauna blanket feeling recharged and better. It's super powerful, heats up super quick,
2
and
ads.
it's convenient. It's the most
Hate it.
cost-effective, space-efficient sauna system on the market. That's why I love it. Bond Charge ships worldwide in rapid time, comes with a 12-month warranty, and they offer easy returns and exchanges. And for extra savings, all Bond Charge products
the
are
blanket
HSA,
probably
FSA
is
eligible,
nice.
giving you up to a 40%
You wanna
tax-free
feel
savings. When
comfortable,
times get chaotic
but
and stressful, that's
it's
when it's
more like
most
a
important to take care of
comfort
ourselves.
luxury
And to
item.
do that, go to bondcharge.com/JPReacts and use the
I mean,
discount
it's
code
probably
JPReacts
not
to
that
get 15%
expensive.
off
Who
all
knows?
Bond Charge products. Enjoy
I
your
didn't
favorite
check
friend.
it. I'm not
Back
gonna
to the
check
topic
it.
at hand.
I don't need it.
I like this one. Fire alarm, fire extinguisher. Burglar alarm, bottom right, burglar extinguisher. True. And this one just makes you
That's a
think.
great
The
one.
original assault rifle, 1774, banned from import. 1775, British attempt to confiscate. 1776, Revolution.
A musket.
We know who won that one. This is great. I see this one from time to time. How to hide a gun from socialists.
Oh yeah, the
I
book
didn't know.
one. Yeah.
A book of basic economics.
Basic.
Shout out Thomas
Yeah,
Sowell. I love that guy.
Yeah,
At least I
Thomas
love
Sowell.
his quotes.
Yeah,
I've never
basically
read
anything from Thomas Sowell. Pretty good read.
any of his books. I have
There's
one
a
of
lot
his
of
books.
interesting
Never
things
read
in
it.
his books.
I love his quotes though. So wise. Feminists, listen up because truer
Mm-hmm.
words have never been spoken. The Second Amendment, making more women equal than the entire feminist movement. Yeah, women, y'all are on a pretty damn equal playing ground when you know how to handle a gun. I love memes that have like these like this face Chad face. Dad, am I missing anything important from public school? Yeah, not really. No. You could have purple hair. You could be becoming a communist. You could get trans. So no, you're not missing anything important. And this one's just fun. You get the political divide. You're racist. No, you are racist. Then the base dude on the far right. You guys are gay. And of course, once elected, I will be vegetarian, says the wolf to the sheep. Yeah, that is the start of any socialist,
racist.
communist dictatorship. Hi, Trudeau. How are you doing in Canada? You resigned? Cool. I hope your replacement
Why
is
you
a
being
lot less
racist?
wolf-like than you. And as a little bonus, we all know President Trump has signed a flurry of executive orders. Everyone that I'm aware of excites me. But of course, him holding up the signed executive order leaves it prone to a little memification. Let's take a look at a few. NFL Red Zone shall remain 7 hours of commercial-free football. Yeah. Executive order. It is okay to call people retarded again.
Yeah, that one
No
was
more
funny.
rigged Chief games, which
No more rigged.
I don't watch football, but I've been seeing a lot of interesting stuff about how the NFL allegedly might be rigging Chief games favorably to them. So luckily President Trump is on it. Hey, this one's short and sweet, my friends, just meant to bring a smile to your face.
Yeah,
Let me know
there
what
have
you
been
think of these
interesting
memes, and
calls
also
in the
leave links to
NFL where
your
it's kind of
favorite
like,
memes that you got on stock.
this
I'd love
seems
to
a
take look at
little
'em.
shady,
Look forward to
man.
seeing you in our next video, but until then,
Right, especially with all the betting that's going on, it's like, I don't know if the refs are in cahoots or what, but it's a little sus. A little sus. I don't like this. I don't like this betting in football games. A little sus, but you know, people can do what they want. What kind of mortar cycle? No, I don't know. Maybe a great mortar cycle, you know? The greatest mortar cycle you'll ever see. On to the next. Dead Girl Don't Talk. Hollywood promoter convicted of fatally drugging 2 women. Oh, it's this guy. Yeah, I heard about this guy.
Producer David Brian
Yeah, this was a while
Jurors
back
have
ago.
convicted Hollywood producer David Brian Pierce on 2 counts of first-degree murder for the 2021 overdose deaths of
Yeah, this was 2021.
the model and her friend. Pierce was also convicted on charges of sexually assaulting 7 other women.
KTLA's Mary Beth McDade has more on today's verdict.
So they finally got him.
We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, David Brian Pierce, guilty of the crime of first-degree murder.
David Pierce, a one-time Hollywood Club promoter, did not look at the jury as the guilty verdicts were read for the murders of model Christy Giles and her friend, architect Hilda Cabreas Arzola, and of sexually assaulting 7 other women.
I am so proud of the prosecution and the DA's office and the LAPD.
Christy's mom became emotional as she thanked authorities and recalled what it was like to find out her daughter was dead.
Getting a call that she's already gone. You'll never touch her or see her or feel her or hear her or hold her warm hands ever again.
The prosecutor in the case believes all the evidence combined helped jurors determine what had happened to Christy and Hilda.
That defendant Pierce knowingly and purposefully drugged Christy and Hilda and then sexually assaulted them.
The 2 women had met Pierce at a party back in November 2021. He brought them back to his place in the Pico Robertson area and drugged them. Pierce then...
Yeah, this is the photo I remember seeing back. I don't remember. It was like... I think I also did a stream on it too. I can't remember. It was so long ago. I might have the video. Oh, actually, no. Because I fucking had to delete some of it, and I also... Some of my transfers got fucked up because I don't have enough space. You get a new fucking external.
Pierce then
Basically.
dropped them off at 2
I need to buy a
separate
new
hospitals.
external.
Then accused of dumping
I don't have
dead,
space.
Hilda died a few days later.
This whole situation
Wait,
is
what?
insanely
Why was
sad.
there-
But, you know, at least he won't get to hurt anyone else ever again.
We sat down with Christy's husband after the verdict.
And I was excited for our future together. And, you know, that's something that was being taken away.
Pierce's sentencing has been scheduled for March 13th.
I'd like him sentenced to the maximum sentence that he could get.
Did he
What
get?
I'd really like isn't legal, so
As for Pierce's co-defendant, Brant Osborne, who was accused of helping Pierce dump the women at the hospitals, he was charged with accessory after the fact. However, the jury couldn't reach verdicts, and his case was declared a mistrial.
Oh, he got mistrial.
Prosecutors now have to decide if they're going to offer Osborne a plea deal or retry his case. For now, reporting here in Marina Del Rey, Mary Beth McDade. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
So there's an accessory, eh? A homie. Maybe life sentence for the one dude, mistrial for the other. Back in 2021. There's stuff actually being done on the case now. Kingdom Culture War. Oh yeah, because of the stuff that's been going on. Let's see what decor. What is this? Trump DEI orders take effect. Opinion Trump is right to the end of federal diversity program. How corporate America got DEI wrong. Trump calls DEI programs illegal. He plans to end them in the federal gov.
As President Donald Trump ends DEI programs everywhere, ESPN's Stephen A. Smith accidentally.
Oh, didn't NPR come out recently about some shit? That place is
We want the most qualified.
cooked.
We want the smartest. We want this. We want that. What you're really saying is, we want white dominance again.
What?
That's what you're really saying.
Not you too, man. Dude, what is... What is that one bitch's name? Crockett? Jasmine Crockett or whatever? Yeah, this dumb bitch literally says the same fucking thing. Tiffany Henyard says the same fucking thing. This dumb bitch says the same thing as these. They say the same fucking thing. God damn it, stop it. Just fucking stop. You guys are fucking racist. My God.
Want white dominance.
You
Because if you point the
discriminating
DEI,
motherfuckers.
And that's usually pointed towards quote-unquote unqualified minorities, because you're always using the word qualified, as if everybody...
Yeah, you're not qualified. Because you're a piece of shit. Your education's trash.
They got a
You're
position
garbage.
DEI is
Literally.
not qualified. We know what you're implying. We know what you're insinuating. Straight to, and Pete Hegseth, oh my God. The nerve of him to just join into the fray and give his quote about making sure qualified people have these jobs. You're the defense secretary.
What is that? What?
Whose only job prior to this was as a weekend host on Fox News.
Is he okay? He sounds like he's about to cry. What is wrong with him? You okay? Is his feelings
It's
hurt?
pathetic how he thinks he's making some profound point about the evil orange man when he's really just outing his own inferiority complex.
Yeah, it's
we
like,
just
what
want
is
the
going
most
on with
qualified
him?
person to get the job. But if you think that automatically
Like
translates
his-
to then only whites will get the job,
Like the-
that's more your projection
his
than anything.
tone changed
Because
real
for him to
quick.
bring in Pete Hegseth
His
because he
emphasis
too
on some
was
of
a
that shit was
television
like,
host
what?
shows that this is just about how he feels about his own inadequacies. But in all fairness,
Yeah,
I don't
fucking a
expect
lot of
him
these
to have
people
nuanced
sound like
political
super
takes,
insecure.
Because Stephen A. Smith is a very talented sports analyst. And on ESPN, he can fill 20
yeah,
minute segments
sports
on
analyst,
why Jason Tatum is the greatest NBA player.
He takes
immediately
anal in
followed
the-
by how he's
in
the
the
most
boot hole.
overrated player.
Yeah.
Because he's nothing more than a professional yapper. And I am too. So make sure you're subscribed and like this video for
Okay,
more clips like
yapper.
this. As here he was last month, essentially on Trump's side.
And now here we are yet again finding even more evidence to Donald Trump's claims when he articulated that process is rigged. My big issue is that I'm really, really sick and tired of every time I turn around finding something else that the Democrats have lied about or downplayed or missed.
Dude, what do you mean? How do you just parade around your own party and not, like, actually criticize your own party? Like, how do you not? Are you fucking blind? I mean, don't get me wrong. Republicans have done some stupid shit, like Mitt Romney and right, some of those other fucking dumbasses. Liz Cheney, right, on fucking cunts. But anyways, yeah, Democrats are way worse. Just look at the three people I just pulled up. Or not three people. I'm sorry. Fucking Henyard and fucking oh yeah, Lori Lightfoot, Mayor Adams, I think does it a little bit too sometimes. Right. Like, a lot of these people fucking do that shit. It's so fucking annoying. And you do the same thing, too, you fucking cunt. Goddamn Stephen Smith. Fucking hate this guy.
Represented along the way. I mean,
always gotta throw the fucking race card and shit out. It's like, dude, what are you doing?
Officer Tatum or Candace Owens or, you know, the Sean Hannitys of the world. You know what I'm getting tired of? You know what I'm getting to the Democratic Party. You know what I'm getting really pissed off about?
It's your party. I hate your party.
I'm getting really ticked off, and every time they open their mouth about something pertaining to y'all, they seem right.
Which makes me believe that after ESPN saw that rant
Oh?
and his pro-Trump monologue on Bill Maher, he was getting too close to promoting conservative values. So ESPN must have sat him
like
down
Bill
to
Maher.
explicitly
Well,
tell him, switch it up.
Bill Maher does an interesting thing where he kind of like skirts the line, right? He still plays both sides, right? He's still on the fence, right? And you can kind of tell that he's trying. He wants to say, right? He does lean more heavily on the left side, but he will be on the fence.
Comedian Jeff Dye explained, they don't tolerate the other side.
I had a podcast on ESPN with Russell Wilson. I made a joke to Candace Parker, basically implying that I didn't know the difference between her and Candace Owens. But I love Candace Owens. And the joke was, I had these note cards like, all right, Candace, I'm excited to talk to you. First question, what's your problem? And then they both kind of looked at me like, oh, I'm sorry, that's for Candace Owens. And they threw it behind my head. So I kind of sold out my politics to make a silly joke towards Candace Parker. Then there was this long phone call with ESPN like, hey, man, we don't do politics on the show. And then the next episode, we talked for over 2 hours with Chris Paul, the race baiter, about Black Lives Matter. But it's like, we don't do politics? So basically what I got from that is like, no, we don't do your politics. We will decide the politics you will
basically.
Now, I'm not
Yeah, a lot of
necessarily
some of the NBA players kind of have like that activist mentality a little bit, right? It's a little weird.
Even a pass. I just think
But,
even his viewers
everyone
know
has
to
their
tune out
own,
his
right,
opinions, as oftentimes they're just there to
ideology
fill the space
they,
between ads.
they
And the
value
worse
and
his
shit,
takes
right?
are, the more engagement they create, as nothing makes more conversation than enraging your audience. So when a shock
Yeah.
jock on a podcast says
I mean,
stupid
just look at
statements to make millions in
like
cash,
Twitch
it kinda makes
Twitch
sense.
streamers. Rage bait is like, it's either rage bait, gaslighting, emotional blackmailing, right? All these streamers do it.
What I'll never understand
they're
when
the
idiots online
right.
echo them.
They're the most right. They're just like actors in a sense, right? Right. They're in the entertainment business. That's what they got to do. They got to act.
Free.
I don't care what nobody says. This mother just took away the Equal Employment Act. I can't, like, you cannot make this up. I don't
Are you okay?
Yes, you can, and yes, you did. He did not take away the equal employment laws. He did not take away any of your rights.
Yeah.
None.
None.
This
Not
is
whatsoever.
all- this is all
If I remember correctly, the 19th Amendment is still there.
The only thing he took away is your excuse.
And it's funny to see that based dude immediately put her in her place.
Yeah.
Because it's true. The only reason you'd be angry at affirmative action going away is if you assume you can't compete without it. They
Yeah.
want to blame us for somehow being against diversity, but everybody likes diversity. We just don't like mandated diversity. The type of
Oh yeah, why do men, right, transition? Why do men men athletes. Sometimes, some men athletes, I should say, some men athletes transition to female and then try to break records. But you don't see it happening the other way, right? Why is that? Because it can't. It's impossible. A female cannot transition to a male and beat a male, no matter regard, right? Because the male will always win.
Forced inclusion that says
that's just the reality. No matter how much people want to fucking say it's not true.
The same way
right?
I think
the
Asian
transgender people, right? The LGBTQ
cool,
people.
but only if it can be
it's
inclusive of anybody that's interested in it.
I'm
because
sorry,
it's
it's
cool to
true.
be known as a top YouTuber.
You
that's
don't. You
Korean.
literally do not have women, right? Transition to male, and then try to beat males. It just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen.
But it's
it only happens the other way for some reason. Right?
insulting to be known as a top Korean YouTuber, as if I can't compete with everybody else, so they need to put me in a subcategory.
Well, I mean,
where
now that Trump signed the executive order to make sure that no transitioning male goes into female athletic sports. That's gonna throw a wrench in some of those guys' plans. I don't even know what they were trying to do. I guess they felt insecure about not being able to be the best, so they had to do it the reverse way of cheating, right? In going into different genders competition, and then ruining all the records.
I can, because in their minds, Korean YouTubers are less than, and I'll never understand the people that take to the internet to cry and demand they get placed back in that box, because it would be nice to have
weird.
Equal representation
Right.
everywhere.
Also, I think content creation is just kind of cutthroat too, especially when you're not even making money for a good portion of a couple years, maybe, unless you find some way that you can capitalize on some big break. Some video format that people like, or the algorithm picks up. Right, you're still basing it on chance sometimes.
This is reality,
Or
not
some of it is on chance. Sorry.
some Netflix movie. Just look at Team USA basketball. There's basically no diversity there compared
Yeah.
to Team USA's Physics Olympiad.
Yeah, if you really, right, if you want to look at even football player teams, right, the distribution of races or color, right, skin color, right. That's just how sports are, right?
There.
But hockey's different, right? You got a bunch of grown ass white dude. I mean, you got some black dudes, but not many. But anyways, hockey is the same way, right? It's just the distribution is basically mostly white males in hockey versus football. It's kind of a mixture, right? NBA is a mixture too, but some teams do exhibit dominantly black players, right?
There, compared to Team USA's
Yeah,
Physics
man.
Olympiad squad, really no diversity there either.
Yeah,
I
no
personally
diversity,
think it's
yeah.
amazing that one country
Yeah,
can
it
produce
happens.
insanely dominant teams and basically
Just look at the DNC current. Didn't the DNC? Yeah, I made a video on that one too. Watching Asmongold, because I saw some of that. But yeah, the DNC, they picked two straight white males. When they were doing their weird democracy shit, trying to pick a rule set for who's trying to get up as a choice. They had they were getting 10 people, I guess. And then I guess half of them were males and the other half were females. And then none of the females won.
everything. because we have a country that naturally is filled with diversity. But if we start to mandate diversity and inclusion, we probably wouldn't win so many basketball.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's another thing. Why are you guys pushing DEI when America's already a diverse group of people? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Unless you're trying to push some other narrative behind the scenes. Like, why would you do this?
Games with decoy voice at power forward, or a robotics team featuring LeBron James still stuck reading page 1. And
yeah, true.
Make an entire argument regarding diversity without mentioning the whites, because it's not about that. And to bring them into the conversation.
It was never about. Yeah, them making it about race all the time is really fucking weird. It doesn't help their cause. It just makes them look stupid, right? Because it just puts up fucking red alarms being like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you saying that shit?
Conversation about DEI just means you're not arguing over qualifications, you're just arguing against white people. And the only reason they have to make it about
at that point, it's not even qualifications. You just hate the other person's race and you don't want them to get the job. Nice way to be a discriminatory asshole, right?
Them is because only then can they make money off it. As this even exists in public education.
Yeah, we gotta make. We need to make money off discrimination. So we're making money off discrimination. The fuck?
Most prominent.
Sounds like what Twitch is doing.
Public universities, and we found that Ohio State University has the most people dedicated to DEI, 200 people. Excuse me. So they spent over $13 million paying them last year. That's the equivalent of tuition for 1,000 in-state students for Ohio. So 1,000 students are paying for their DEI structure. And they're paid very well. The two highest paid are paid just about $300,000 each. And the thing with DEI is it's not about equality or equal opportunity. It's a radical ideology. It forces people to groups of oppressor or oppressed, and it does the opposite of its claims to be inclusive. It's divisive, and it makes racial prejudice okay.
Well, it's
and
divisive, and then it gives,
Doge just found out that we
funnels
spent
money to these
$45
people
million
who are essentially
to fund
racist.
DEI scholarships in Burma. I genuinely don't know what diversity we need to create within the Burmese, but again, I don't think it's actually accomplishing any diversity. DEI is just something you slap on an initiative to get it rubber stamped in the name of equity, which is how this all comes full circle. Politicians and TV show hosts are getting paid to push this idiotic, counterintuitive agenda because it can make them rich.
Call it
but it makes
pyramid
zero sense
scheme
for us on the ground level to echo those sentiments.
I call it the Ponzi scheme of the government
at a high level and to artificially divide us amongst each other. So if you appreciate my concise,
this is the government's
commentary
Ponzi
on the
scheme.
tragic status
Instead of doing
reality,
crypto Ponzi
hopefully I've earned your
schemes, right, with the
so we
rug
can chat
pulls of
again soon.
the meme coins and shit. Yeah, this is the government's bread and butter. Pushing these dumbass fucking policies that do nothing, and instead they fucking launder money to themselves. What a fucking Ponzi scheme, eh? Didn't earn it, yeah, pretty much. Basically saying black people are in college. Literally calling every minority in the country an idiot. I personally cannot compete in broadcasting without playing the race card. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, black man, I fly often. I want the most qualified pilot flying my plane. I just had an electrical problem in my house. I wanted a qualified electrician to fix the issue. When I have my vehicle service, I want a qualified mechanic servicing. And so on, so on. I don't care what race or color they are, basically. Can you do the job? Okay, good. Just fucking do it then. Don't give me no lip about, oh, I'm this race and this gender and I follow this pronouns and no, shut the fuck up. Just, can you do the job, yes or no? I don't need to know your whole backstory. I just need to know that you can do the service that I paid you to fucking do. Jesus. LeBron James. He's admitting whites are smart. I don't listen to anyone who makes money by telling me how well others play games. Yeah, sports analysts became obsolete whenever radio transitioned to TV broadcast. Yeah. Bro, nice racist over there. What a loser. Yeah, Smith is... Stephen Smith is... Or Stephen Smith? Yeah, he's... Man, he is off his rockers now. He is cracked. He is gone. He is seeing blood, and he can't get out of it.